To a very short goddess talk. I'm just wanting to do my eyeshadow because I've done mostly everything else. So guys, I recently made a post about people being aware of fake spiritual gurus in the community. And okay, all I can do, since I'm not allowed to really give the names out, I can just give you a warning, like how to spot a fake spiritual guru, or maybe that you're being put like in a cult, right? It's about the list, okay? So the number one sign that you're dealing with a fake spiritual guru is that they usually have a very high ego. Their spiritual ego is quite high. They see themselves as greater. They know more than you, so therefore they're better than you. They haven't really integrated unity consciousness. They haven't done the real spiritual work of connecting back to their source and understanding that you're one with all things, not even just human beings, but all living organisms, right? So when you come to that sense of oneness, you do not see your followers or your clients or people that you work with as separate from you or as smaller than. They want to be praised. So be careful of spiritual people that want to make you feel like you are less than them. They are greater. The ones that like to act like they're one of a kind. I'm this and that. You won't get another me in 100 years. So like to belittle other people's journeys, maybe that are not aligned to what they do. They're like, oh, don't mind the chakra hands, or don't mind those ones. They're not as advanced as me. Somehow wanting the sense of wanting to be worshipped. They have some inner healing work that they haven't even touched. So they need to deal with that. You truly know yourself. You're not desperate for people to see you, to know who you are. Those are the spiritual senses will understand who you are and will give you the same level of respect that they have for themselves. I don't understand people that are seeking to be worshipped. It's because they don't worship themselves yet, and that's the first worship that we ever need to do. So to be mindful, how do you spot a fake spiritualist person? They'll usually never really go into depth with whatever teachings they give you, and they rarely ever reply to people's comments that need further explanation or guidance, because you know what, they actually don't know. They have to also go back to who they're watching to see how much they briefed in the conversation, the topic at hand. Okay, so they never go into depth. They usually like to rotate around popular topics, things that are very trending. They never really get into the nitty-gritty of things. So more than anything, guys, number one thing you need to look out for is that compass behavior. That's not usually how someone who is really divinely connected operates from. As a person who is and who's connected with people that are, there's just this humbleness of knowing who and what you are, connecting with the divine, because you understand that puts you in a position of knowing that you're a child of the universe, and that's how you learn, that's how you grow, and you live and you speak in that essence. And even the Bible speaks about that. In order to enter the kingdom of heaven, one has to have the heart and the mind of a child. So you have to have that sense of childlike essence, and a lot of those spiritual teachers do not have that. Those that are fraudsters, fakesters, okay, that steal content because they're operating from the ego self. I really hope that if this message touches those that it actually affects, whether it's vice versa, whether you are the one watching fake content, spiritual content creators, or you are the one that is a fraudster using other people's content, may you learn self-love, because it's really coming from such an insecure place. We're already dealing with such a vulnerable collective. I feel like people in the spiritual community are already so vulnerable, people that are dealing with trauma, that have been dealt with in the worst way, and already struggling to trust. And they give you your trust, and you literally are just spitting in their face, and you don't understand also the karma that comes with that, and it's some type of form of destiny swapping, ideally, because you're looking outside of yourself, you're looking at these people, maybe because some of you guys don't just bite off of one content creator. You circulate, there's a certain group that you aspire to, that you look up to, you circulate that information and you make it your own, to the point that some of you guys are even doing services, like you're copying this person's services, and you're doing them, and you're not even divinely aligned. Everything that you basically feeding people is copy paste Google. Like, why are you doing that? You are derailing your own journey, you're derailing your own purpose, which is so great. Like, you are not understanding the greatness. And if you are the one that's being bit off of, I know I'm one of the people who's fallen victim to this, unfortunately, but I'm not the person to also come and do big, go on them, which maybe I should, but I just feel like I always spirit fight my battles for me, you know. But those of us that maybe you're watching this and you, or vice versa, you're dealing with the copycat energy vampire, take it as flattery. Spirit wants you to take it as flattery, and stay you. Still do you, even if this person unfortunately gains more success than you doing you, it's flattery, and what's yours will never pass you by. Okay, your luck, your energy, will come back to you. So never change who you are. Because some people end up quitting social media or quitting what they're doing because of this type of copycat energy, they literally break down, and it's really heartbreaking, honestly, to speak about it, because it's like someone is trying to be you, trying to mimic your light, blocking your own, trying to block your blessings in that way. Because people that are meant to see your light, is kind of being redirected at something that it's not meant to. So that energy is being cancelled right now spiritually. So change your ways. If you know that this is you, change your ways, because you're gonna pay. And when the universe makes you pay, honey, there's no one that can help you